For years, many people have struggled to become the idealized images they hold in their minds. It's common to have a mental picture of the person we believe we are or should be, often leading to suffering when we don't match that image. It's as if we are hesitant to accept who we truly are in the present moment. To achieve our dreams, it feels essential to become the person who realizes them. We have goals and a future that we constantly strive for, and to reach them, we must stay focused on our objectives and avoid anxieties and negative feelings. Maintaining a healthy and positive mindset is crucial, especially during the pursuit of these goals. This way, we can move closer to turning our dreams into reality. At this moment, it's important to pay close attention to our current experience. Stress and unnecessary suffering may be present, but we shouldn't be misled by the illusion of the future. The future is just a construct of the mind, and the present moment is all that truly matters. If we cannot accept the now, we will always be procrastinating and delaying our true fulfillment. It's natural to seek to escape ourselves and our personas, but true liberation can only be achieved when we realize that we were never really those people. It's essential to stop trying to be someone and learn to embrace our true essence. Only then can we be truly free. Starting this journey of self-discovery, it's important to understand that the image we have of ourselves is actually an illusion created by the mind. Although it may seem real, it's just a way of filtering reality. It's like playing a role. However, over time, we identify so much with that character that we forget we are much more than just a person. It's as if we are divided into two parts: the character we believe we are and our true self. To unravel this mystery, it's important to question ourselves. What is the name of our character? It's time to transcend this illusion and discover our true essence. The name we received is just a label for our physical body, the vehicle through which our consciousness is experiencing life. We have unique life stories with our own wants, needs, and desires. Additionally, we have beliefs that shape our perspective of the world. But do we really think our own thoughts? Do we truly feel our own emotions? Are we really the body we inhabit? Or is there something deeper within us? Does this idea of self actually exist? Or is it just a mental illusion? If we look within ourselves, this self doesn't seem to be anywhere. It's important to understand that the body is not our true identity, but something that resides within us. As conscious beings, we are capable of observing the body, but we are not the body itself. Perform an exercise with yourself and realize that anything that can be labeled or affirmed cannot be your true essence. Understanding that this self never existed can be a transformative liberation. Isn't it this self that has anxiety and depression? Is it this self that allows past memories to define who we are? It might seem confusing and challenging, but true freedom comes from recognizing that the idea of who we think we are is just an illusion created by the mind. Instead of trying to disconnect from something that never existed, we need to realize that the key to transcending the mind is recognizing that we are much more than mere identities and personal stories. The mind creates filters that limit us, but by becoming aware of this, we can begin to break these limits and access our true essence. It's important to understand that the thought of being a person is just another thought in the mind, and our true nature goes beyond that. To free ourselves from the ego and the story of who we think we are, it's necessary to delve into understanding who we really are. It requires exploring pure consciousness and connecting with the true essence of our being. This can be achieved through practices such as meditation, deep reflection, and self-awareness. When we transcend the mind and access our true essence, we experience true freedom and a sense of wholeness and inner peace that cannot be found anywhere else. It's common to label ourselves and others, but this practice limits our understanding of the true nature of existence. It's important to remember that we are much more than our superficial identities. Instead, we can connect with the divine essence that resides within us, the consciousness that connects us to everything and everyone. This perspective allows us to transcend the limitations of the mind and see life in a new light. We are not just a label. We are the very manifestation of the divine. Names are fictitious labels we use to identify ourselves as separate individuals. But the truth is, these separations are illusions of the mind. In reality, there is no separation, no I and you, no one at all. When we realize the true nature of our being, we understand that we are much more than these characters that the mind creates. Understanding our true nature does not mean we should abandon our human experience. We will continue to have desires and face challenges in life, but we will do so without fear, anxiety, or the need for approval from others. We will be free to be who we truly are without trying to be someone the mind wants us to be. Don't try to imagine what this experience of understanding our true nature should be like. The mind cannot comprehend or imagine it. It is something that can only be experienced directly, without the interference of the mind. When we reach that point, we will realize that the I and you are just illusions, and that we are all one. It is widely recognized that consciousness is the source of the perception of itself. In this sense, it is consciousness that becomes aware of itself, and not an individual person. To truly free ourselves from the suffering that comes from trying to be someone for the world, it is essential to understand that we were never that person in the first place. By embracing our conscious nature, we can become powerful beyond measure, as we understand that we are all one, transcending labels, appearances, and egos. Let go of these limitations, and you will find yourself on a journey towards true freedom and fulfillment.